Hey, my loves. Hi, how are you? Happy Encouragement Friday. So, this Encouragement Friday message is going to be based on, being happy, not being ashamed to be happy, not being afraid to show you're happy. Okay, because here's the thing. I was doing a coaching session last week, and I'm not going to go into details about the situation, but someone did ask me a question in the coaching session. She said, Steph, it's like, every time I go to work and I'm happy, I'm in a good mood, it's like people are saying what is wrong with you, or people are saying like, what's going on, and it's like people don't like to see me happy, right? And I was telling her, I was like, you know what? You still got to be happy. You still got to smile. The thing about it is some people, they just have bad days. Not everyone's going to wake up in a good mood. So as soon as they see somebody else in a good mood, it kind of, it's like a reflection. It kind of lets them know like, okay, like you got to step it up. It's like, oh, this person has a lot of energy. This person's happy. And right away that can bring some insecurity in the person that is having a bad day, or that can bring, this person cannot have as much confidence, right? And what they'll tend to do sometimes is bring down your confidence level, make you feel insecure. And it's like, you ever hear that saying, misery loves company. It's that concept. It's like, this person will see you smiling, see you confident, and because they're miserable, they don't want you to be happy. Because they're miserable, they'll try to tear you down. They know how to get under your skin, okay? Whether you're dealing with someone that you have a close relationship with, or whether it's someone that you work with, they've specifically observed you. They know what kind of person you are. They know exactly how to bring your mood down, right? So to beat this, you have to continue to stay happy no matter what. I always say, train yourself to think about your goals. Think about the tunnel vision. Think about where God is leading you. Don't think about what this person is saying, what this person is doing. So I told her, when you go into work, think about your end goals. Think about, if these people are the kind of people that gossip and tear people down, what kind of individual are you? Not saying you're perfect, but what kind of individual are you? What are the goals you're trying to set for yourself? Why is it so important for you to stay happy? Why is it so important to keep your vibration high? Why is it so important for you to have faith? And every time you think about that, right, that's going to be that boost of adrenaline that you need to continue to stay happy, to continue to stay focused. Remember that the devil will send people on our path to throw us off of our path, okay? And to make us lose focus of that tunnel vision that God has specifically given us, okay? And I was also telling her, I was like, well, I didn't tell her this, but I'm going to tell y'all this. There's two types of Not everyone deals with trauma the same. Not everyone can handle trauma the same, okay? So there's two groups of people. There's those individuals who have went through trauma, let's just say they went through abuse, they went through harassment, they've been through a lot, right? And when they get older, they have this forget the world mentality. Screw the world mentality. And they grow up having this mentality. And instead of doing healing and trying to figure out how they can better themselves, how they can heal from the trauma that they have buried within them, they would rather throw that trauma onto other people. They would rather make other people's lives miserable. And these people are, the people that are really always caught up in drama 24/7. It's like they always have to have some sort of drama going on. That's these kind of individuals, right? And then they try to bring you into it, or they try to make you feel depressed, or they try to create drama out of nothing, okay? That's why when you go around people and you're in a good mood, they'll create drama out of nothing, because they want you to be triggered. They want you to react, right? And when you react to certain things, then there's a back and forth going on. There's a drama, and that's what they want, right? Then there's the other group of people who have been through the same type of traumas, but instead they grew up saying to themselves, you know what? I'm going to heal from this. I want to heal from this. And despite what they've been through, they still walk around the world and they still try to be happy. They still try to have grace. They still try to have faith. And they still look out for other people and treat others the way they want to be treated, right? So you have to ask yourself every time you're about to react to something, or someone's trying to put you down, where do you want to be? Do you want to be the kind of person that's always down, that's always putting your problems on other people, or that's always triggered? Or do you want to be the other person that, despite what you've been through, you're going to fight to heal? Because in order for you to have a better life, in order for you to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually stable, you have to heal. You have to heal. And then what will happen is you will project who you are onto others. So you have to say, how do I want to see myself, most importantly, but also how do I want others to see me? Right? And that's why I said, when it comes to yourself, that's more important, because it doesn't matter how other people see you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you project who you are out there, right? So if you want people to see you the way you see yourself in a positive light, you got to actually be doing the work behind the scenes. You have to not let people trigger you. Okay. You have to deal with your traumas. You know what I mean? You have to go out of your way to heal. And that's where it starts. It starts by taking responsibility and saying to yourself, I have to heal something. And the fact that you even own up to that, that's a good start. Okay. There's a scripture that I want to read. And God gave me James. I was getting ready today, and God gave me James. Okay. And he gave me specifically James 22, but I'm going to just read this whole passage right here from James 19 up until, 25. Okay. Or 24. Okay, so my dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce righteousness that God desires. Okay, therefore get rid of all moral filth and evil that is so prevalent, and humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Okay, so do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like someone who looks at his face in the mirror, and after looking at himself in the mirror goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. Okay, so the point of me saying that is, what it's saying here is you have to be slow to anger. If you're walking in an environment and you're in a good mood, and this person instantly feels threatened by your good mood, instantly feels threatened by your confidence, and they try to put you down, you have to be slow to anger. Don't let it get to you, because there's a reason why it's happening. Okay, there's a reason why it's happening. And you have to also, what it's saying here is that you got to take the word and you got to hold on to the word, and you have to listen to the word. So every time you're about to get angry or upset, remember what this word says. Be slow to anger. Be slow to anger. Think before you speak. And that's the problem. Most of the times, people don't think before they speak. That happens a lot. And then we end up having to apologize to people. We end up pointing fingers. We end up judging. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to point fingers at nobody. We don't want to judge nobody, because most of the times when we're quick to speak, we end up being wrong. You get where I'm coming from? And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to point no fingers at people and judge people, So when you think before you actually speak, you avoid putting yourself in a deeper hole. You avoid putting yourself in a worse predicament. So if there's someone that's antagonizing you, or someone that is consistently poking at you and trying to trigger you, if you react, all that's going to happen is it's going to cause a big hole, and there's going to be no resolution. The best thing to do is to ignore people who try to bring you down, who try to make you frown, because at the end of the day, you have to remember that most of the times when they do this on purpose, they're most likely a narcissist, and narcissists don't like to be ignored. You have to ignore narcissists. Okay. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are dealing with that, especially like in an environment where people just want to put you down, make you not happy. But at the same time, just because someone is having a bad day as well, a bad day as well, does not always mean that they're a narcissist. People have bad days, but you'll know because this person will consistently be trying to pull you down and tear you down. Okay. Sometimes when people see you happy as well, it's also, I'm going to tell you something. It's also because you have a light. Not only on the outside, but you got a light in the inside as well. Okay. And there's something that you have that they want, but they cannot have. Right. And the thing is, you may have done the work to reach to that. They may not have done the work to reach to that. And the work is like praying, taking care of yourself, really just trying to heal, whether it's coaching sessions, whether it's a therapist you go to, just really trying to better yourself. Right. And what they'll tend to do is they see a happy person attracts the sun. A happy person attracts positivity. Happy people attract other positive, happy people, right? And where there's happiness and positivity, there is the spotlight, right? So when a person sees you happy and sees you confident, they want that spotlight. They don't want you to have that spotlight. So what they'll do is they'll try to dim your light, tear you down, try to take that spotlight. But remember something. A person that is beautiful on the inside and the outside, yes, they can receive that sunlight, right? They can receive that sunlight, but too much sun is not good. What happens to a flower when there's too much sun on the flower? It dries out, it shrivels up, right? Talks about that in James 2. Read that. It dries up, right? Because why? The flower needs water. Too much sun is not good. Right? So when there is someone that sees you smiling and happy, and Ecclesiastes talks about this too, they're having to be balance on earth. You know, there's good and there's bad. There's good and there's evil. You know, there's happy and there's sad, right? But when someone is receiving too much sun and they shrivel up, and let's just say you're receiving the spotlight because of your positive energy, people are just drawn to you, and instantly there's someone there that they already have spotlight, but they want your spotlight. They want more. At the end of the day, they're going to get shriveled up. Why? Because they don't have that organic dew from the heavens within them, right? And that's what balances it out. That's what's quenching them. You know, it balances them out. But when a person does not have that within them, they will dry and shrivel up like the flower. Too much sun is not good. So if a person tries to dim your light, let them have that light. Because at the end of the day, your light is not them taking away your light. Your light cannot be dimmed, period. You're always going to have that light. So let them try to steal that spotlight. Let them have it for the moment. Because at the end of the day, listen to this. They're just going to be shriveled up like a flower. That's it. They don't have the natural quench within them. They don't have the dews from the heaven within them. And it talks about this in James as well. It talks about being humble. Being humble. It takes a very strong person, a very, very wise person, you know what I mean, to be humble. Especially being in a situation like that. So anytime that happens to you guys, be humble. Just smile and just say, okay. You know, and just go about your day. Okay? And remember that it's happening for a reason. You know, maybe that person just really wanted the spotlight for a reason, but let them have it. Be humble. The Lord says, think before you speak, and be slow to anger. So most of the times, just not responding to them, ignoring them is the best thing to do. Okay? Because you don't want to give them what they want. And that's what I was telling this lady in her workplace. I'm like, don't give her what she wants. Don't give them what they want. You just focus on the tunnel vision where God is leading you, your goals, and that's it. And every time, you know, someone's trying to poke your buttons, think about what the plans that God has for you. Think about it. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.